Okay, welcome to the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen. Today we're going to be making menudo, but we're not going to be doing it from scratch. So let's be clear that this is not a recipe for menudo. This is a quick fix that you can do in about 10 minutes, which eliminates about 6 hours of cooking time. I just purchased this hot and spicy menudo by Juanitas. You can get it about any grocery store. And then I just get some scallions and some cilantro, and I buy bolillos, and that's the bread that we put with it. But it's real simple. Pop the can open, throw it on the stove, and dice your veggies and get to work on it. Okay, now here we go. Go ahead and throw it in a hot pan on the stove. Plop it right in there. Now it's got all your basics in there. It's got your tripe, your hominy, your chilies, all the basics that really make up your menudo. And just so you know, I wouldn't be filming it like this if this really didn't compare with an authentic recipe that you'd just be doing yourself. But it really is worth it, because 10 minutes of this when you come home and you're just wanting it versus waiting 6 hours. I mean, you got to get this thing ready in the morning if you're wanting it by noon. So this is easily comparable, especially for only whipping it out in 10 minutes. Back over here, I've hacked a lemon, or a lime, I guess. I hacked a lime, and I'm going to chop up some cilantro and some scallions, because that's what I like to go over the top of it. There, just like that. Just chop it up, get it ready to go. Now, as far as the bread goes, this is bolillo bread. Now, from what I understand, it's pretty much just French bread. It's the same kind of recipe. It's just made in a smaller shape and form. You can cut it up into sandwiches or whatever. I even like to use it for a torta. But you can eat it just whole like this with the soup, or you can do this, cut it in half, smother it in butter like I've got going here, bring it on over here to the skillet, and just sort of grill it, put a nice good crisp on the bun. Meanwhile, stir your menudo, make sure it's not sticking to the bottom. Last thing you want to do is burn it. Now 10 minutes isn't going to do that, but at least you want to soften up that hominy just a little bit there so it's ready to eat. And we'll go from there. Alright, I just set this down. It is piping hot. You can see the steam coming up. We're ready to go. Got the bread on this plate here and ready to serve it up. Like I said, it only takes about 10 minutes to do this. It's not a big deal. Just whip it out. I like a lot of the chili juice. But that's all it's going to take. Load the scallions on there. Throw some of those. Fresh cilantro. Squeeze of this lime. Not a lemon, a lime. A little bit of that in there. And right there, bon appetit. There you have it. Right here in the Poor Man's Gourmet Kitchen. Menudo.